All right. Well, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin. We're back again. Another episode of the Gobcast. 53 allegedly. I don't know the exact number. We're just, listening to rumors around here. Who knows where we're actually at? I think it's 53 though. But thank you all for tuning in. First and foremost, another beautiful day, another beautiful episode, and another great time to take some phone calls because I asked you guys to call me and talk about stimulants, one of my personal favorite things to talk about and one of my very favorite categories of drugs. And listen, I got no shortage of calls, a lot of them from sweaty geekers who couldn't really form a coherent sentence. But out of many of those, I handpicked quite a few very, very interesting voicemails, okay? We have somebody who stole their girlfriend's last birthday present from their dying grandmother to purchase stimulants. We have somebody who stole their ex-girlfriend's dad's car and crashed it into a pole while geeking out of their mind. We have some really, really degenerate folks today. We also have someone who recently called in that's giving us a life update today. And we have someone who's fed up with their friend's girlfriend and just wants to call in and complain about her, which I think I'm going to give them the space to do so. So drop a like if you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, if you haven't subbed at this point, seriously, what are you doing here? I don't know. This probably is not the first episode you've seen. And if it is, well, just press the button, okay? Let's listen into our first voicemail today because I'm telling you guys right now, I feel like I say this a lot, but I really mean it. The calls keep getting worse. They keep getting more degenerate. You guys are awful people. Not all of you, but probably a solid 85% are people that I wouldn't let hit my joint in the most respectful way I can say that. Okay, let's go ahead and listen in.
Yo, Gabby, so I just seen you posted your number on here, and I actually got a good story for you. I was geeking one day, and I ended up doing a little bit of meth and a little bit of coke. I mixed them both together. But
I love how casually he says he mixed the meth and the blow. No hesitation. Not even like, oh, I got a little crazy this stage. Like, oh, yeah, I'm mixing my meth in with my blow. I mean, dude, I get it. I used to do that with Molly and blow, but like,
I stole my
meth blow
ex-girlfriend's
sounds like a heart
car
attack.
that night, and we were chilling at her place, and her dad was sleeping, and she fell asleep. So I just go in her dad's room, and I grab the keys. I go outside, man. I'm rolling for like 3 hours, man.
I love how this dude's first instinct, dad falls asleep, girlfriend falls asleep, he's the only one awake in the crib. He's not thinking like, oh, I'm going to go steal some medicine out the cabinet, or like, oh, I'm gonna go steal a little money, I'm gonna find dad's wallet. He's like, I'm taking the whip, and I'm geeking in the driver's seat. Like, I love that.
Cruising.
That's great.
And then I just crashed right into
It's not great anymore.
And all the cops came and everything, and I got locked up. But just call me back if you want to hear the story.
I got locked up so casually. You can tell this guy does some things. Everything he said here, it doesn't sound very taboo to this guy. Like, he's just like, yeah, all right. Let's call him up.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
First off, I've never heard a voicemail AI like that in my goddamn life, okay? That sounded like the guy that just sold me weed before I started rolling, okay? Second off, I don't appreciate when I call people and they don't answer the phone. That upsets me. I get it. You crash into a pole. You just went to jail. You might be off meth and coke right now, okay? I understand. It's hard to answer the phone. Hands are slippery and clammy, dude. It slips out of your hand when you try to unlock it. Whatever, dude. But you should consider that when you call in because our time here on the show, it's very valuable. We have so many calls to get to. We have so many incredible callers to talk to. Let's listen into the next call that I have to play for you guys, which is one of my favorites of the day. Someone who very recently called in and talked about getting fired from their career at Sonic has called in today with some good news that they wanted to share with us, and I'm delighted to help them share that news. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Goblin, it's the dude got fired from Sonic for all that shit. Yo, you would never believe it, but I'm back at Sonic. So if you want to hear about the misdeeds of Sonic and some other stories about me, I know the topic stimulants. I got some wild stimulant stories. You can hear about the time I did cocaine, and every time that cocaine appears, mushrooms appear for some odd reason.
What?
Other things too. Please call me.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him getting his job. I just want to call him and ask how to get his job back. Like, what did you do? How to play out? Let's bring him up. How'd you get your job back at Sonic, man? Oh, pick up the phone. I hope he's not at work, dude. I hope he's not at Sonic right now, dude. I haven't had Sonic in a long time. Yo, I'm gonna say his phone number out loud if he doesn't.
Yo, Goblin, let me call you right back. I'm at work, dog.
Oh, okay, all right. Do you have a minute to step out?
Yeah, I can. You just gotta give me like 1 second.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, okay. I might my stuff's on Do Not Disturb, so I might need to call you again.
All right, can you call me again in like 20 minutes?
20? Oh shit. Okay.
All right, well, no, as much as you need.
Oh shit. Well, wait. No. How many do you need? How many minutes is 20? Like, is that good? Like,
give me like 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. 5 minutes it is. I'll call you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yo, he's in. You hear the beeps. I was at a Wendy's. I know what those beeps are. He's in the kitchen at Sonic right now. He got his goddamn job back, and he's not stepping out. A lot of y'all I call at work, and you step out for this shit. That said, no, not right now. But he did answer the call. That he's dead. I can see why they took him back. Good on him. I'm gonna give him. Yeah, we'll call him back, and I don't know. Oh man, that's tough. I mean, what's he gonna do? Just go stand outside and wait for me to call him? Like, is he just? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? All right, well, he answered, and even if he didn't, that's valid right there. You can hear there's probably someone in line that he's preparing a really good burger for, dude. I'm happy for that person. We have a voicemail from an unknown phone number that was just complete nonsensical rambling that I only listened to 20 seconds of, and I saved it because I can't even call this person back. Let's just listen in.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for letting me know that I shouldn't give out my phone number.
Listen, first off, I just want to preface this by saying, when I asked for geekers to call in today, I posted and I said, I want real geekers to call in. This is a real goddamn geeker. This is somebody who's geeking right now and in the moment when they called me, okay? And I know that because later on, I got more voicemails, and it sounded like this person was sobering up a little bit. I think I got one more from this person, if I remember correctly.
Because then it would get leaked. Thank you. As a sober geeker, I got that ADHD in me. Can't spell ADHD without HD, high definition shit. Anyway, very complicated kind of thing. Because my entire life, people have accused me of doing meth, of being a tweaker.
What?
Retardation.
What?
No, they didn't call me retarded. It was kind of...
This individual is just venting. They're just venting. They called in, yo, my whole life, they've accused me of smoking meth and being retarded. That's a crazy, I'm sorry.
Smart, Like, it had good grades for a while, but once I got in college, then it was really weird. That's when the allegations came.
Wait, huh? What?
What was it? Anyway, so I didn't take my government prescribed stimmies. That is exclusively available in America. Also prescribed in the U.S. military. Fun fact.
What are the allegations?
But yeah, I'm not on them. You know why? Because they do not work as effectively when you are sleep deprived. I need another 4 hours of sleep. My doctor said, I want to keep my doctor's license. He's an ultimate homie. I respect him. What the What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm sleepy. I'm not gonna take my meds. Like generally, like you're not supposed to take them after 12 p.m. if it is an extended release. If it's instant release, you got the little booster baddies, then it's kind of better. Like not better, but like then it's acceptable. Those are usually prescribed to take on later in the day. So anyway, I'm calling because Gobcast intrigues me. I've been following you since the COVID days.
I'm honestly lost listening to this voicemail. I'm completely lost. This went from people accuse me of smoking meth and being retarded to there's allegations against me to the Gobcast intrigues me. Where are we at the moment?
But I haven't really watched much. I've seen some. Then you showed up on my Twitter today. This is a long voicemail. I don't know if I'll be awake if you call back.
Okay. Well, I can't call back. This is an unknown phone number calling me, which I also want to say real quick. For some reason, a surprising amount of you do this. You call. I guess you don't want to call back. This person clearly does, though.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Basically, like, I'm not a geek or tweaker. I'm basically like that, like, sober because I got ADHD, dog. Everyone thinks that. But, like, I'm not going to be on my meds today. So, I don't know if it is applicable because you're talking about stimmies.
I'm so lost, dude. I'm not going to lie. I'm just completely, that sent me for a whirl that I wasn't ready for. Can anyone in the comments dissect that? Okay, it's been a little over 5 minutes. We're going to call our friend at Sonic. Okay? Let's see real quick if he's called me. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. We're going to call our friend who works at Sonic one more time. It's been a little. He asked for 20 and then he asked for 5, so I'm just not really sure where to land here. You know, like I don't want to. I mean, if the way I picture this is he just popped out the back door to take this call real quick, so our time might be limited. You know, I don't want to like wait too long and then he's like the window's closed. So, okay. We're going to be patient. Click the call button. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Fuck, dude. What time is it? Is it a better time?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great. So I heard you got your job back. I listened to your voicemail.
Yeah. It's the Sonic dude again.
So how'd that play? How'd you get your job back?
You know, I'm going to say honestly, you kind of inspired me.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. So my friend ended up becoming general manager, the same dude that ended up hiring me. He gave me the opportunity, asked me if I knew anybody that wanted to work, and I told him I wanted to work, so I ended up with my shit back.
Oh, that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I figured I'd call you and let you know that, like, in a way that kind of inspired me to get my shit back.
That's a W. I mean, I'm sure everyone who heard your last call is happy to hear that you're back. You're at work today, right now. I heard the beeping in the background too.
Yeah, this is my first day back.
Oh shit! So what's your position there? Like, what are you doing? Is it the same thing as before, or are you
drive through? So that's pretty good. That's what I wanted to do because you just sit there and do fucking nothing.
Nice. That's always convenient.
Yeah, yo. I didn't mean to call you a second time, but I forgot about something. Did you hear my second call?
I just listened to your first voicemail.
So in the second call, I was talking about you should do. This is just a recommendation. You should do an episode because the last episode you had all those like religion calls. You should do a religion episode where you dress up like as a pastor or something.
Oh, I feel like people would be upset about that. Religion's a topic I don't try to talk about too much.
No, I feel that. Yeah, if you ever want to do a Gobcast episode where you baptize a baby, I got one.
Oh, that's crazy. Damn. That would be kind of nuts. I mean, is that like, you think that's good for the baby?
My girl already said she'd be down for it. my girl said she'd be down for it.
Your girl said she's down for me to baptize your guys' baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you live?
Maryland.
When's
So
the baby due?
that's a hot. It's due in July.
Oh shit, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. So it's kind of a hop, skip, and a jump for you, I know.
Shit.
But we were sitting there geeking. We were like, I was geeking because when I called you and I seen it this morning, I was like, how funny would it be if I called him and I was like, hey, it's the Sonic guy again.
Wait, so how soon after a baby is born are you supposed to baptize them?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can get baptized whenever.
Like the day after?
Yeah. No, I mean, it could be whenever. It could be a month after. It could be 2 months after, you know. I think a baptism episode would go hard, though. Would it not?
That would be. I'm genuinely pretty interested in this. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm doing some research right now. I'm typing in when do you baptize a baby? Like what age? Let's see. Google AI, which I don't like AI. I'm going to scroll down actually. Let's see. Within the first few weeks or months after birth.
I mean, shit. Anytime you can come out of Maryland, if you want to baptize a baby, I got one for you to baptize.
Damn, that's a crazy offer, dude. I'm definitely. I mean, I can't say yes definitively right now, but I'm definitely intrigued by that.
Yeah, exactly. I figured you wouldn't be able because it is a far. You're in LA.
I am. Yeah,
still,
that is across the
So that's
country.
Yeah. I mean, shit. You come out here in the summertime, we'll treat you to blue crabs and good beer.
I appreciate that. You know, I'm glad to hear you're doing well and you got your job back. You know, congrats on the baby coming up.
Yeah, man. I didn't even mean to get my job back here, but I had no other option at this point because I just lost my job selling car parts.
Oh shit! Yeah, so
I got my job back.
To Sonic.
Yeah, I mean the alcoholism's still a thing, but we.
There you go.
It, you know,
baby
just like you
steps.
said.
Baby steps.
What
What are some of the things you're doing to work on it?
To be honest, I mean not a lot. If I'm saying we're working on it, it's kind of a lot, but you know.
Hey, that's all right. You know, that's cool.
I mean, I'm kind of limited to not going across the street and buying pints of the cheapest liquor, and maybe like every couple of days just get a case of beer. But that ain't working out.
Yeah, I mean, if it's right across the street, that's pretty tough. You know,
Yeah.
you got that daily temptation. You're gonna have to build some crazy willpower for that.
Yeah, for real. I ran out here. I told them I was on the phone with my fucking probation officer.
Oh shit!
I swear everybody's fucking at work when you call them.
It is that time. It is that time, you know, but I think it's good because like I feel like the people who are able to call in while they're working, they're usually like good high quality callers, and then the young people who are like trolling who are at school, they can't call, you know, so it's a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it is. I like I told you, give me like 5-10 minutes, I'll be out there.
Yep,
Motherfucker.
yep.
As soon as you called me, we had a line coming out here. This is my first day, so like they have new systems. I'm trying to relearn.
How busy is your location? Is it popping at peak times?
It does pop at certain times. Like it depends though, because now they just took out half the stalls, so half the stalls are gone. So it still pops a little bit, but it's not like it used to pop.
Oh shit!
It's different, whole different crew up here. Different
Budget
people.
cuts are hitting Sonic, dude. They're taking out half the stalls and shit.
That's what I'm saying. And our location don't even got an indoor, so it's like, what else are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, that sounds pretty brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Well, hey, you know,
shit, yo.
Thank you for calling in. You know, I appreciate you. You get back to it. I don't want to hold you for too long while you're at work.
No, I appreciate that. That shit would be funny as hell though if you could come up with something on that fucking plan. Somehow, some way. If you want to baptize a baby, the offer's up. If you ever just want to
It's definitely something I'm going to consider. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Hey, you have a great day, guys.
You as well. Have a good one.
Man.
What a fascinating call that turned into. We went from, I'm working on the alcoholism. No, actually, I lied to you. You could baptize my baby, by the way. My girlfriend said she's down. I mean, fuck, that sounds pretty cool, dude. If I happen to I have family in that area. So, I mean, if I happen to end up in Maryland, maybe we could do something. I don't know. Go baptize. I've never baptized. I was baptized when I was young. I've never baptized a baby, though. I didn't really, like, go to church very much either when I was a kid. It was really just something like my whole family was baptized. Like, all my parents and, like, their whole, like, generation of my family was baptized. So it was just something they did, but then they never actually, like, took me to church or anything. They just dunked me in the water, dude. Like, it was a fun dip or something. So, I mean, it's cool. I don't know. Damn, I mean, did it really work, though? Because, like, I got up to no good for much of my time. So did it even work? That seems kind of young, too. Like, what if the baby accidentally drinks the water? Like, he's 2 weeks old. You just dunk him in that shit? You don't fully submerge them, do you? Wait, hold on. I'm Googling that right now. Do you fully submerge a baby in water to baptize? I like how that's like the top suggested search. Like, this is not, I'm not the first one to ask this. While some Christian denominations practice baptism by full immersion, others, including some to baptize infants, use sprinkling or pouring water. Okay. All right. So it's kind of, who knows? You know, it's balls in your court, I guess, whether you want to full dunk that baby. I mean, dude, if you're you can't just sprinkle him. That's a raining, you know, like, you didn't baptize him, you just rained on him. I'm personally, I believe in full immersion. I don't go to church, but like, I off the concept here, I dunk that motherfucker, you know, I don't know. But maybe there's like a reason you're not supposed to, like a religious reason. Like, you can't give him too much holy water, dude. Then he's too holy and shit. Maybe he has to be a little bad, so he has stuff to repent for, you know, that kind of thing. We have many more voicemails today, though. We have some wonderful ones. We have someone, another job-related call, actually. You know, the thing I like about the Geekers is they have jobs. You know, you guys wake up and get to it. You're up early. That's why you have good jobs, you know? When we do the Benzo episode, probably in the near future, it's going to be a lot of night shift workers and people who don't have jobs. But the Geekers, no, these guys are up and at 'em. Let's listen in to someone who got fired for organizing too much, including organizing ketchup packets.
Hey, Goblin, I wanted to call and tell you about the time I used to take Adderall before I went into work in high school. And then I ended up getting fired for just organizing too much shit. I mean, I used to like the ketchup packets. I used to like stack them and shit because I thought that was useful. And then I just started organizing too much shit, and then I was acting like I was the GM, and then I got fired. So, yeah.
Damn, the Adderall just made him too locked in. I mean, sometimes you can lock in too hard. That is something that occurs, you know? I mean, it's not always like, you don't constantly want to be on that go mode, you know? And Adderall, sometimes, especially if you take too much, Adderall will definitely put you in some, like, real, like, just go mode of, like, you can't, even when you're not supposed to be doing anything, you can't stop yourself from doing something. That's a rough place. Let's call homie here. Don't stack the ketchup packets, dude. That's a lesson he learned by the sounds of it. Let's tap in. Yo,
Hello?
you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Oh, my God, no
Yo,
way.
I heard you got fired for organizing shit and stacking ketchup packets. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, I've even got a picture of it. But
Wait, what do you mean you got a
like,
picture?
you
What do
know
you
the
have a
ones they
picture
sell
of?
at Chick-fil-A? Like, I was stacking them, like, hundreds of them, and I spent like 20 minutes stacking these things. I don't know what I was doing.
Wait, can you send me this picture? Can you, like, text it?
Yeah,
Yeah, just text this phone number. I want to see this stack,
right,
dude. So how long did you work at Chick-fil-A for?
Oh, it wasn't at Chick-fil-A. They just had the ketchup that looked like the Chick-fil-A
okay.
ones I was saying.
Where was this at? Like a different fast food place?
Hold on. It was actually at my family restaurant.
Oh, no.
It was at this mom and pop shop that I used to work at that my aunt runs.
How do you get fired out of the family spot, dude? That's supposed to be like...
I thought I was like so in because I was the nephew that I was like organizing shit that I had no right to be organizing. And it got me in trouble. All right, I think I'm sending it. Yeah, here's the ketchup package.
Oh boy. All right, let's take a look here.
So I would spend like 20 minutes like organizing like straws or something.
It's probably going to take
All
a
right.
couple minutes to come through. It's kind of slow on my end because of that.
I think it just sent.
Sick. So, how long did you work at the family spot for? Like, when did you get hired?
This was right after COVID hit. I was working there for about 6 months. And that was when I was on Adderall. I was taking like 20 extended before
And
work.
what was your like official job duty there that you were supposed to be doing?
I was like the line cook, so I was like putting like the buns on the burgers and stuff.
I just saw the ketchup stack.
Yeah, like there's no reason to do all that.
Yeah, that's a fuckload of ketchup too, and that's like very nicely stacked and everything. Yeah, and the sauce too.
Yeah. And then they switched me to serving for a bit, and I was just like running around the dining room like a maniac. I was asking for like shifts with no other servers so I could get all the tips.
So, how did you like start getting into trouble for this? Because I mean, starting off, this probably seemed like a good thing to like your coworkers. Now,
so I think the main thing that got me in trouble was I had access to the POS system. And I'm a computer science major in college, so I'm a pretty techie guy. And I was able to get in and see how much people were making and like see people's hours and stuff and see people's clock in time. And I was like, I accidentally told someone how much the back of house manager made, and I got in serious trouble.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I was the back house manager, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. But, you know, they fired me, and then I made up with my aunt and uncle, and they hired me back next summer. So
how did the people who fired you feel when you came back the next summer?
So my uncle was like really pissed and like refused to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a married uncle, so I didn't know him growing up. But I think the aunt was willing to give me another chance. I wasn't on the Adderall when I came back.
What was some of the other like geeker stuff you would do at work besides stacking the ketchup?
So like we have like paper straws, and I would like file them in, like we had like plastic cups, and I would just like jam as many of them into this cup as possible and make them like these perfect circles. And then, you know, just stuff like that. And like organizing stuff that hadn't been touched in 2 years. Like I would be like, oh, this hasn't been messed with. I'll just mess with it because I need to.
Would all your coworkers like tell you to cut it out? Would they get pissed?
Yeah, they'd be like, John, you're geeking right now. Like you look like you're on speed right now is what they would say.
Oh, so they knew.
Yeah, they knew.
So I mean, it sounds
but I
like
was a hell of a worker when I was doing the right thing.
Yeah, it sounds like when you were on the correct task, you were probably killing it.
Yeah.
It sounds like more a matter
pretty good
of
tips in the dining room.
Oh, you were okay. They get a lot of business there?
Yeah, they're jam packed. They had some dude review their restaurant, and it blew up. And now, you know, there's a line every time you go there.
Is it like a TikToker or something?
Yeah, it was like this TikToker. Or maybe it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook. All the old people were going there.
Oh yeah, Facebook is crazy, dude. That's the most powerful like uncle platform. That's how you hit all the old people now. You got to go on Facebook.
Yeah, like he has like 100 times the followers as he does on Facebook as he does on TikTok because he gets all the old people.
Fuck, maybe Facebook's where I got to be at, dude.
Gotta upload those Gobcast clips on Facebook.
I got to hit the uncle base, dude. Fuck. So you got hired back. How long did you work there for when you got hired back?
I kind of just started coming back every summer. So I had like I had to go to school and stuff, and I couldn't keep the hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, every summer I come back. I worked there like 3 or 4 months ago, but you know, I don't think working in food's for me. I'm almost ready to graduate.
That shit sucks, dude. Food is tough.
Oh yeah, and you smell like hamburger all day.
That's the worst fucking part, dude. I hated that shit when I worked at Wendy's. That was the worst. So, did you ever do any like real kind of geeker over the top stuff when you were out of work? Would you organize stuff at home too?
Yeah, like my notes page in my phone was ridiculous. I would make lists of stuff I need to buy. Like I play Magic the Gathering, so I would make like deck lists for hours on end and never use them.
I mean, dude, that's the way Adderall is.
Yeah.
That's
Then
the
they put
risk
me
of it.
on the Concerta and I got super depressed, so I just don't take anything for it anymore.
Dude, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Concerta sucks
Just
too. I
smoke
tried
some weed.
Concerta for sure. Just smoke some weed. That's the way to go right there, ladies
That
and
bong
gents.
rip every morning.
Well, hey, thank you for calling in and sharing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I've been a long time fan. I appreciate you calling me back.
I appreciate that, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
See ya. Dude, I agree with that sentiment he shared at the end. I have taken, I mean, maybe there's a lot of new ones out now, but up until I stopped taking my meds, I have taken pretty much every ADHD med under the sun. I took Adderall, I took Vyvanse, I took Concerta. There was one that started with an M that I don't remember the full name of, that when it first came out, I was like literally part of like the trial for it. Like it was like brand new. My like doctor had been like, yo, like, you should try this shit. Maybe it'll work. Because none of these medications ever fucking worked for me. Adderall was close, but I mean, dude, that shit is basically just math. Let's be real. Like Adderall, you really geek off that. It doesn't just make you focus. You're high, and you just happen to be focusing while you're high as fuck. You know? And for me, I think I was able to actually focus, ironically, when I stopped all the medication. I was finally like, wait, I don't know if I ever needed this shit. Maybe like as a kid, you know, when I was bouncing off the walls, but I kind of grew out of it almost. Maybe it's just all the weed. Who knows? I mean, I think most of my friends I know who have ADHD smoke weed. Like I have a bunch of homies who also had Adderall scripts that like actually needed them. They like all smoke weed. There's probably a big connection between that. Let's get a scientist up in here, dude. Share some data, you know? That guy sounded like a good employee, though, to be fair. Like, that was like a good person that, you know, me personally, I wouldn't fire him. Like, dude, go organize the ketchup packets, you know? That's good. That's good. Sonic guy was also great. Now, this one, ladies and gentlemen, this is a kind of concerning call, okay? Someone who's calling in here, this has nothing to do with our topic today, by the way. Absolutely zero, none zip nada. But we have someone calling in today who just has a problem with his homie's girlfriend. He's tired of her, and he wants to vent about it. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to give him that opportunity because just listen in. He sounds fed up. You know, he needs a platform.
What up, bruh? Yo, honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just want to talk about my homie's girlfriend, bro. She's horrible, and I got a couple stories on why she's horrible. If anything, maybe I'll get both of them on there and we can all debate it. Maybe I can get him and his girl on there and get her to crash out or something. Anyways, bro, that's it.
I want to hear why she's so terrible. I'm curious. We're calling him right now. Better pick up the phone. Get ready, guys. We're going to post his phone number. You better answer.
Hello?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
No, this is great. Yeah, that's chill.
Yo, so I heard your voicemail. I get the vibe you're really sick of your friend's girlfriend.
She's fucking horrible, bro. She's fucking horrible. She's got a huge forehead. She works a part-time job. She smells like clams.
What the hell? Wait, what's her part-time job?
She works at a gas station. I actually got the homie with me that he's not opting in.
Okay.
What? This is my homie. I'm at work right now, bro.
Oh, you're at work right now?
Yeah. I had to ditch him so I could pick up the call, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, so wait, hold on a second. How long has your friend been with this girl?
What girl? Oh, talking about like a year.
What's her deal though? Like, I mean, she's got a part-time job, sure, but like, why do you really dislike her? Like, did something happen?
Bro, okay, so to start out with, she was. It's a long story, man. I don't even know where to start. She's just not a good character, man. Not a good one to put in the mix. Just not funny, not cool. Doesn't bring any element to the group. Look, I'm making a horrible case here and why she's horrible.
You kind of are. Like, I need some real facts.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, brother. I wasn't playing this out. I wasn't expecting a callback.
Oh, I mean, dude, when people call me to vent, I love that. You know, I like to give them the space, you know, like air it out, dude. Like describe her, dude. What's wrong about her? Like you said, she smells like clams. She ugly? Like describe her to me. What's up?
Well, I feel like, to be honest with you, man, she's, I don't want to flame my homie here because he's actually the one that's here. So it's like, you know, I don't want to put too much.
Oh, he's always with you.
Yeah, I don't want to put too much of the homie's business.
You guys work together?
We do.
Wait, can I talk to him real quick?
Possibly. Is Shane busy? All right, I got the homie. Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I called him, told him that I had a homie that had a horrible girlfriend. He wants to hear about it. But I don't want to air out the homie's business. So I know you got some horrible, you know, stories about your people. So is there anyone you got in the bank?
Man, this bitch has been cheating. This bitch pussy smells like fucking fish. And you know what? Every time this girl tries to go ahead and give me a little fellatio, I always feel fucking teeth. And I'm just, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. She can't
Wait,
cook.
but I'm confused. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. I thought, hold on. Can I talk to your homie again?
He went back inside. I work at like a retail spot, a dispensary. So it's like, you know, people,
okay. I get it.
The fiends are coming in. Essentially, keep it a buck with you.
I thought that was the guy who had the girlfriend that you're referring to, and I thought he liked her. And then you hand him the phone, and he's like, "She sucks."
Well, it's like a love-hate thing. You know what I mean? It's like he likes her, and then it's like he says he likes her, but he's aware that he doesn't like her. He's like hip to it. You know what I mean? He's kind of hip to being like in the Stockholm Syndrome situation. That makes any sense?
I'm confused. I don't know what the hell's going on here, bro. Listen, all I'm gonna say, you should make him break up with her. That's my input.
I've been trying, man, for about a whole year, man, and it's just not really going anywhere. Essentially, to be honest with you, there's no really crazy story. She's just horrible, super boring. She honestly, man, the reason why I don't like her is because it's the homie, and she just like uses him for everything. That's about it.
I mean, what's your like? How old are you guys?
25.
Do they like live together or something?
Yeah. They live together. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. Crazy shit, man.
I mean, does she pay any bills?
A fraction.
Do you know that for a fact?
I think she pays for the streaming services.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I mean, well, nowadays that's decent. That's probably a few $100. I mean,
bro, I feel so bad, man. I didn't mean to waste your time, brother. I honestly didn't have this plan. I was just I literally saw your post and was like, "Fuck it, bro," and called you while I was on the shitter. So.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm confused though. Like, I'm so confused. Does your homie actually have a bad girlfriend, or is this made up?
He has a bad girlfriend in the sense that all the homies think she's bad, and he's like we have valid points, but also it's a little complicated. It's you know, it goes both sides. Like, she is pretty, you know, out there in terms of just being like a bad person, I guess. I feel like for the homie, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't really sit here and give you any specific details that would like paint her. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm to be honest, I'm just kind of being a dickhead.
Have you? Let me ask this. Have you ever tried getting to know her, kicking it with her? Have you ever given that a shot?
No, yeah, she doesn't. She like comes around, but she's not interested in talking to anyone. She just kind of sits in the back, which I understand. She's not there for the homies, you know. She's there to be with, you know, her boyfriend, but it's like she doesn't really interact. She just kind of. You ever seen like a parent with a child behind them? Just kind of like that's the dynamic.
I do. I hate that. I will say that that is.
Like they came over to my house, and at one point she had disappeared, and you know, I had some family come over, and my grandma was like, "Who's this random person sitting in, you know, the crib?" And I was like, "Oh, that's just the homie's girlfriend," you know.
Yep. Yeah, that's tough. Well, hey, you know, I wish you guys luck. I guess I hope your friend breaks up with her. by the sounds of it.
You know,
But
I think something's coming into work soon, brother. You know, we can kind of the project we've been putting together. You know, kind of working a team together with the homies, and we got to keep it civil, of course. You know.
Okay. Well, that's good. You know, it's good that you're keeping it civil. I like that.
But brother, I hope we get some more interesting stories in this one.
Oh, it's been a great episode so far. I appreciate you calling in. I hope you have a good one.
Of course, brother. Have a good one.
Yep. Bye-bye. Listen, I thought it was going to be worse than that. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be like I thought the girl was, I don't know. It sounds like he just kind of, she doesn't get along with the group, which to be fair, I get that. Okay. Like you do kind of have to get along with like whoever you're dating's friends. I feel like for it to really work. If you don't get along with their friends, it's like, how is it ever going to work? You know, like it doesn't. Every time I've dated a girl where I hated her friends, that shit lasted a few months tops. It's over with, dude. Because then every time she's out with her annoying ass hoe friends, dude, you're always tripping. It's like, okay, she's probably hoeing with her hoe friends that I don't like. It's like, no, dude. Find you a girl where all her friends are losers. That's hard to find, I know. But like, fuck. If I could, you know, hypothetically, if I was single, I'd look for a girl who had 5 friends who play Dungeons and Dragons and have like no legs or something and like can't go out. You know, that's like, I'm in. That's the ideal friend group there. You know, but that doesn't exist, I don't think. So realistically, you just got to get along with your partner's friends, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You have to get along with them, dude. If not, they're going to be making phone calls like this to the Gobcast, okay, and complaining about you. The next phone call we have is pretty terrible and pretty tragic, and I saved it until a little further in. This dude stole his girlfriend's final birthday gift from her dying grandmother who passed away of cancer. Let's go ahead and listen.
Hey, Goblin. So today's topic is stimulants. I'd like to tell you about the time that I stole my girlfriend's last present, her last birthday present, from her grandma who was passing away from cancer to buy cocaine because I was a massive coke fiend. I hope you have a good day, and I'd love to hear back from you.
You too. All right, yeah. I'll call you back for that. I just have so many questions. I mean, I guess that means we have to call him back, right? Because I have so many questions. Let's bring him up. Please pick up. I asked very kindly there. You hear that? I asked super kindly, actually. I was pretty polite there.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Yeah, that's all good, man.
Yo, so I just heard your voicemail. I heard you did something pretty terrible.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty fucked up.
So fill me in. How did this play out?
All right, so this was probably about 2 years ago at this point. I was going through a hard time personally, and I was a massive fucking cokehead, just railing like an 8-ball every day. You know how it is.
Yep. That's an expensive habit to keep up.
Yeah, and I was only 19. I was working at a pizza place, so I was spending every single dime I made on the fucking blow. And I started dating this girl. I'm still actually with her to this day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's with me after I did this shit.
She knows you did this?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, continue.
So we first got together. It was her birthday. And her grandma was passing away. It was kind of well known. She only had a couple more weeks left to live.
Okay.
And
rest in peace. Very unfortunate.
Yeah. She gave her $500 for her birthday.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, come up of the century. She just left that shit unattended with me in her room.
It's a big fucking bag of blow.
Exactly, and I was in with the fucking plug, too. He was fucking hooking me up because I got him a guy who would buy fucking keys off him. There was a guy affiliated with some people from a Mexican restaurant I knew. We'll just say he was affiliated.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, and I hooked him up with another guy, so he was selling me 8-balls for fucking $180, man. I was like, shit, that's at least like 8-9 grams of coke right there. That's fucking 3 days. So I gave that shit.
An 8-ball of good shit for 180? That's love.
It was fucking, bro, I love that guy too. He'd fucking throw me free lines every time I'd pick up. Man, I miss him.
That's love right there. So you steal this $500. How did it play? Was it just sitting out, easy to grab, or?
So there's a bookshelf in my girl's room in the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she put all her cards up on the bookshelf. And I didn't know she got the $500. I was just fucking like, fuck it. I'm going to go through here and see what I can find. I was fiending, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I start busting open all the cards. There's nothing. Then I get to one that says, I love grandma on the front. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Ooh, that's the big one.
Uh-huh. That's the money. That's the play.
Yep.
And pop that bitch open, and I see 5 Benjamins looking at me. And
that's got to be like a heart skip a beat kind of moment.
Oh yeah, and I had a huge dilemma too, you know, because it's obviously what's going on with her grandma. I don't want to fuck her over like that. It's probably the last birthday present of her. But I was just such a piece of shit fucking drug addict at the time. I just said fuck it, pocketed it all. 20 minutes later, I was fucking with my guy.
So you immediately spent the whole $500 on blow, like no other investment there.
I threw it in my pocket, told my girl I was going to go buy some fucking coke, called my guy and went straight there.
So your girl already knew that you were doing a lot of blow. She just didn't know you were doing it with her money at that point.
Mm-hmm. And she'd do it with me every now and then, but she wasn't really rocking with it like I was, you know?
Okay. I mean, that's good. You know, if both of you were hooked, that's bad news. That's dangerous, you know?
Yeah, she's the main reason I got off that shit. She was super supportive, a really good person.
So how did she find out that you stole the money?
All right, so we'll fast forward like a week and a half goes by. I low-key kind of forgot about it. I was fucked up.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you thought you got off with it.
Uh-huh. And then she cracks that open. I don't remember what she wanted to go by, but she cracked that shit open. She's like, hey, where's my fucking money? And I'm just, oh, fuck.
Oh, no. That's gotta feel like shit in that moment.
Yeah, I didn't even have an excuse. And she started crying, obviously, because at this point, in the week and a half that had passed since her birthday, it was like coming up for her to go say goodbye to her grandma for good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the next day was the day she was going to go say goodbye to her grandma.
Oh, that's horrible. So when she, like, did you immediately just confess to it when you saw her, like, upset about it, or how did it?
I at first tried to play it off. I tried to lie. I was like, shit, maybe it was your sister. Maybe it was one of your friends when we had a party.
Oh, no.
And yeah, so she started, at first she thought it was her sister because her sister's not a very good person. Yeah, so she started pressing her, doing all that. And they started having problems. They almost got into a fight. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I'm at work. Some guys just walked by.
Oh, no, you're good.
They almost got into a fight over that shit because obviously her sister didn't do it, and that's a big accusation. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's huge.
And right before my girl started throwing hands, I just had to confess.
Mm-hmm.
And she immediately she just broke down because obviously why would I do that? Why would I do that? And I had no excuse.
Yeah, now it's even worse because not only did you steal the money, you also now just fucked it up with your sister, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I lied to her about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a triple whammy, dude. That's not good.
And
ladies don't like that.
Exactly. You know how the ladies are. I lied to her. Fuck. All she cared about was that I lied to her. She didn't even... That was the biggest thing.
So what came of that? Like, how'd she react?
We got in a fight. At the time, I was geeked out of my mind, too, while this was going on. So, I'm very aggressive when I'm geeked out. and she started yelling at me, crying, and my dumbass, I kind of started yelling back. I was like, it's whatever. You don't understand. I can't help myself, and I dug myself a deeper hole.
That's not good.
Yeah, I ended up. That's right after I moved in with her. She kicked my ass out for a fucking week. I had to go live fucking with my mom again. That shit was rough. Man.
I'm surprised she let you back in after a week. That seems like not very long.
I know, but shit. That's what really motivated me to stop doing the blow, though.
Oh, so that was like a big catalyst in you quitting it?
Because I have a family member who he kind of went down a similar path, and when he started doing shit like that, after that, he was just gone. And I was like, shit, I don't want to sleep under a fucking bridge.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fun. Well, you know, I mean, I'm glad it worked out for. How long have you guys been together now?
About 3 years.
Oh, that's a good amount of time.
Yeah, and I'm only 20, so it's a big portion of my life.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of time. Damn. And I mean, it's impressive too, because it sounds like you guys weren't together for very long when this happened.
Nah, about 2 months.
So like, it's kind of crazy that y'all stuck together after that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know many people who are staying through that.
She saw the vision. What can I say?
She saw the vision. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, you know, I'm glad it worked out for you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you for too much longer. You get back to work now, but I appreciate the call.
Hey, you all good, man. Fuck this place. They don't pay me enough money.
Oh shit! What do you do?
I'm a forklift operator. I sit on a forklift all day.
Oh shit! How is that? Is it fun whipping the forklift around?
Oh fuck yeah! I just get baked as fuck, and I can play my music on a speaker. So I'm a big country music fan. I just bump my fucking country music. I'm just baked as shit.
You ever crash that shit and fuck something up?
Oh, I crashed in my boss's golf cart one time, like big boss.
Oh no! What did he do?
He didn't notice because he wasn't in the warehouse. No one seen. So I parked that shit, and I thought I was good, right? It dented the fuck out of the tailgate. I go about my day. Like 6 hours later, he comes up to me. Why didn't you tell nobody you hit my golf cart? I got written up, man.
That's all you got? Just a write-up?
Yeah, my boss fucks with me.
Damn, dude. I mean, it sounds like people kind of fuck with you, dude. You're getting forgiven for stuff.
I guess I'm charismatic. I don't know.
Your boss saw the vision too, I guess.
I know. Fuck. He needs to give me that raise if he sees it though.
What's the going rate for doing what you do? Like what like if you don't mind me asking, what are they paying you? That's not enough.
I make $23.50, but
okay.
I'm near Seattle.
Oh fuck. Yeah, so that's not very much up there.
No, it's pretty much just as expensive as fucking LA. One of the only places.
Yeah, I have family in Seattle, bro. It's fucking nuts up there.
$23.50 is like fucking $10 in the Midwest. It's fucked.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. I'd imagine it's pretty similar in Seattle, but here, dude, I mean, all the jobs are paying like $18, $20 an hour starting for the most part, you know?
I started off at 21.
Fuck, yes, they do need to pay you more.
I know.
You're forklift certified, goddammit.
I'm going to make them $100,000 a day, goddammit. They need to pay me.
Yeah, you got to take your talents elsewhere. You got to start shopping around.
I know, shit.
Well, I wish you luck in your job hunt. I hope you get a raise or find somewhere better.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, I love the content too. I appreciate everything you pumping out, especially with the Gobcast taking a loss. All the fans, man, we appreciate you doing it out of the love of the game.
Wait, thank you very much for supporting the show and tuning in. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Always. I hope you have a wonderful day, man.
Yep, you as well. Have a good one.
Yep. Bye-bye.
See ya. Listen, we need the forklift operators to go on strike, okay? Anyone who's forklift certified should be fucking picket lining outside of warehouses right now. $23.50 for that is fucked up, okay? I can quite literally go to the McDonald's right up the corner from this building, get a job today that pays me $20 an hour, and I don't even know if they check my ID. I think they just give me a uniform and tell me to start flipping, you know? So for him to only make $3.50 more than me and he's whipping the forklift certified and shit, that doesn't seem proportionate. I don't know about y'all. That don't seem right to me, folks. Okay. Now, we still have some more voicemails today. The next one is a very fun one that I put aside because I'm going to put you guys onto some sauce right now, actually. This is a caller who you guys are going to owe a thank you to after I'm done with this. You're going to understand why.
Hey, the topic today is stimulants, and this is not about the topic, so go ahead and skip the voicemail. But if you're still listening, I need to know where the bathroom is in the LAX airport that you talked about in that one video called Intense Shroom Trip on an Airplane, because I'm going to be in LAX soon. We're going to fly out to LA for a week, and I am going to find that fucking bathroom. And we don't have very long in the airport, homie.
All right, so I'm going to tell you right now, I hope you're flying United because it is in Terminal 8. Right past, there's like this big security at LAX in the United terminal, and there's like this giant staircase right past TSA. It's like fucking 8 separate staircases, like a big grand. It's crazy because the rest of the terminal is actually pretty poverty, but that section is nice. It's Terminal 8, if I remember off top. If not, it's 7. It's one of the last 2 terminals. I believe it's 8. You go up, and it's like almost behind the customer service desk. It's on the left-hand side, and this is off like vague memory because I haven't flown out of this terminal in a while. I haven't actually flown in a long time. I haven't had to go anywhere really that much since I moved to LA. But very convenient here. But if I remember correctly, it's almost like behind the customer service desk. So not literally behind it, but you walk kind of further down the terminal, you go left down this hallway that, if I remember correctly, isn't labeled as a restroom, but the door is labeled as a restroom, and you go in, and the very end stall in this restroom, it's not like a full stall. It only has one wall and one door, and then just a one-way window where you're looking on the runway. Like, you can see all the planes taking off and shit. So if you're tripping at the airport or something, that's the spot. I probably didn't describe that super perfectly, but it is in the United terminal at LAX. So happy hunting for that bathroom, my friend. That's honestly, it is. I'm not flying United when I fly out, but next week I'm taking a flight out, and I need to find another spot like that. You know, LAX has a lot of little like hidey hole bathrooms and shit. There's the sauce, homie. Next up, we have some more. These ones are kind of like, I don't know if vibe killer's the right. No, let's just listen in. Yeah, I think that's a vibe killer.
I definitely got a few stories about stimulants. I actually ended up in a coma for about a month and a half and had 2 years of recovery. There was about 3 days there in the coma where they didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And it was all due to methamphetamine-induced ischemic colitis. So it's
ischemic colitis. Now, just before we take his call, I want to look up what ischemic colitis is. We're also not done with the voicemail. That's not all he said. But let's Google this real quick. Ischemic colitis is a condition where blood flow to the colon is reduced, leading to inflammation and oh, shit. Symptoms, severe abdominal pain. These. I'm not even going to read the full list of symptoms. Bloody excrement in a nice way, a dinner-friendly way to put that. Nausea and vomiting. Fever, gangrene, even in severe cases. Okay.
Definitely a good cautionary tale for people who don't know about what could happen to your guts from Adderall, stimulants, any of that sort of shit.
I'm actually curious. I haven't really heard about a connection of this sort. I haven't heard any of my homies like tell me like, yo, I took too much stimulants. My gut's all fucked up. I'm interested in this. Let's call him. A coma, too. What the hell? That's nuts. I can't imagine him being in a coma.
Yo,
you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
No, I'm totally fine with being recorded, man. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you? I just listened to your voicemail.
Right on. I'm doing all right. Just doing some chores around the house and just hanging out.
So I have a lot of questions about your voicemail. I'm very intrigued by this. But first and foremost, like, how much stimulants were you taking at this point that put you into a coma?
Okay, so, well, it had a lot to do with the quality of the shit that I was getting too.
I wasn't paying for any of the meth that I was getting. I was just driving people around and doing schemes and pulling missions and, you know.
Oh, shit.
So, and I wasn't entirely that educated on what to look for, how to, you know, gauge all the quality of what I was getting and stuff like that. And fucking, you know, did it smoke? Did it fucking make my hair stand on end? You know, that's kind of all I cared about. And, but I was fucking doing as much as I could, dude. Like, take someone who's a total complete fucking stoner and smokes weed all day and just switch that to fucking meth. And,
damn, okay.
Yeah, I was actually married at the time, and my wife left Texas to go get sober, and I was going to get sober on my own too. We just were kind of toxic together. We were going to work it out long distance wise. And within a week, she was back with her high school sweetheart and shit like that. And so I just said, I'm done with life. I don't care about anything. And for about 3 months, that was what I was doing. And decided to quit because I was going to get kicked out of my house. All my friends were, you know, noticing how bad I was getting and stuff like that. And not wanting to hang out with me anymore and stuff like that. So I was just like, fuck, I'm really about to lose everything. So I need to fucking back off and get sober. And so for about 4 days, I just slept and slept and slept and ate and ate and ate, you know, the two things that I didn't do for about 6 months. And at the end of that 4 days, I just had the worst stomach ache of my life. I took meds to try to get rid of it, tried to fucking walk it off, lay down in certain positions, tried to fucking work out a fart or whatever, you know, and fucking ended up going to the hospital, dude. And they to be completely honest with you, I'm going to skip over an embarrassing part of that story real quick and just get to the meat.
That's fine.
Get to the meat and potatoes of it. I end up blacking out from the fucking pain. Last thing I remember is being on the couch at my grandma's house and just crying my eyes out. I wake up a month and a half later in the fucking ICU. Come to find out what happened is that shit constricts the blood vessels to your intestines really bad. And that's with Coke, Adderall, meth. It happens to people who are really heavy users, people who are using really bad shit. It'll happen to old people who have ADHD and are prescribed Adderall and shit like that. And so what happened was it completely constricted those blood vessels to the point that my intestines died and they were just decaying inside of me. And I literally almost like fucking popped. And that's what the stomach ache was.
God.
Yeah. So I was just like building up with like decaying fucking gases and shit like that. And then so that 4 days of eating, that's why I included that. That did not fucking help. And so yeah, like I said, I was fucking out for a month and a half. There was about 3 days there where it was really fucking touch and go. And why it was that long and everything like that is because every time they would remove the damaged portion of intestine and reattach it, it would get reinfected. I ended up losing 70% of my intestine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, they straight up told me that if I did this, excuse me, I'm kind of fucking shaking a little bit. I'm like, holy shit, I'm on the Gobcast. But
you're good. You're good.
But they told me every fucking day, dude, you know, like you can't do this again. Like if you even fucking look at meth, you're probably gonna die. And and along with that, they were saying that if I have to lose any more intestine, like if I do that again and this happens again, I won't have enough intestine to absorb nutrition enough to stay alive. And like, yeah, dude, it was one of the biggest fucking wake up calls you could ever get. I ended up having an ostomy bag for about a year. They told me that I was going to have it for the rest of my life. And then fucking thank God after a year, my surgeon was like, you're way too young to be living with that shit, dude. And there's no reason why we can't reverse it. So let's do that. But,
yeah, thank God for that guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And, it was the same surgeon who got me through all of it and everything like that too. And, you know, so it was actually a lady and, yeah, fucking God bless that lady. Fucking, she was amazing.
Yeah. It sounds like she's the GOAT.
Yeah, dude. She check this out. Actually, fucking want to talk about how much the GOAT she is. So, about a year later, I had another bowel blockage, ended up back in the hospital, ended up having to have another surgery where they were actually removing scar tissue. And then in one of the original surgeries, they had nicked my rib cage And because like the nick in the bone, it started to like regrow bone, and it grew like bone spurs in my abdominal wall and was like slicing my fucking stomach muscles every time they would like try to get bigger and flex. So like I was trying to heal while my bones were like constantly causing more of an issue. And it's something that yeah, dude, and it's something that they would have never found out had this doctor not decided to do the ostomy reversal.
Well, that's a great doctor by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but when I had that bowel blockage and shit too, there was a different doctor, and I didn't like the way that he was explaining it because he was explaining it to me in a way that sounded like shit could go really wrong, and she fucking took time out of her day and stepped in and did the surgery instead.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I don't even know what to say about all this stuff you just told me about the intestine part. I didn't even know what ischemic colitis was before I had called you. So that's,
yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know
So
about it.
I assume you don't smoke meth anymore, correct?
Absolutely not. Been clean since 2017.
Nice. Good shit. And the girl that you said that was your wife at the time, right?
Yeah.
I assume you guys never reconciled.
No. She's doing her own thing in Texas. We're divorced now and stuff like that. I got a new wife and 2 kids and stuff like that. I've definitely
nice.
Yeah, moved on, leveled up a whole hell of a lot.
Well, if she went right back to her high school sweetheart, then that's probably a blessing in disguise for you.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got out of that young, so
right.
That's good. Well, wow. That's a crazy cautionary tale. I've never heard anything like that. Quite, I don't think. I don't know much about medical conditions, but like, wow, that's fucking nuts that meth can do that.
Right, and that's usually the reaction I get. And I thought when I saw that it was stimulants, I was like, fuck yes, because I've been dying to tell this story to a bigger audience and get this fucking info out there. Like, hey, dude, if you are doing that shit, be fucking careful because it'll creep up on you out of nowhere.
Yep. Well, that's it, dude. There's probably some people that are doing some meth today that are going to hear this and probably be like, fuck, maybe I should stop. So that's it's a good story to share.
If one person even fucking does, that'd be worth it in my eyes. That's fucking amazing.
Yep. Smoke some weed, take some shrooms.
Exactly,
That's all
dude.
you need.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
That's all I do, and it definitely got me through. I fucking can definitely say, man, that keeps me on the right path and fucking away from everything else, for sure.
For sure. Well, hey, thank
especially
you very much
that
for
Donnie
calling
Burger
in.
from Only Gas.
Yes, sir. That's a banger too. That's one of my personal favorites. That shit smokes. Well, hey, I appreciate all the support and I appreciate your call in today. I'm glad to hear you're doing better.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you calling back. Thank you, Gabi.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You as well, man. Later.
Yep. See ya. Damn. I'm like speechless. I don't even know what to really say. There's a lot of things to say. First and foremost, the part early on where he was talking about how none of his friends wanted to hang out with him anymore. That's very real. And also when he talked about his wife going back to her ex, dude, I'm telling you right now, I don't know if you guys have watched a lot of Intervention or not, but every time there's a couple on that show, that happens. Literally every single time. I don't think the couples ever reunite and stay sober together. It's either they reunite and relapse, or they both get sober and they stay apart, or one gets sober and they stay apart. Like, they don't, I'm telling you right now, drug addict couples, it's rough, man. It's rough. Probably 1 in 10, maybe, that's just a rough guesstimate, are actually like really fucking with each other. When you get sober, a lot of things change in your brain very quickly, very quickly. And I look back at a lot of the people I associated with when I was, not sober and getting fucked up every day. And I almost get like grossed out. Like, it's like, I look back at it, it's like, wow, a lot of these people that I hung out with every day, like, weren't really my homies and weren't people I want to kick it with. And that happens with relationships too. You're dating a girl, all of a sudden you sober up. Suddenly, you look at Shorty, you're like, what the fuck? Take 2 more Xans, then it's good, But also, dude, getting sober is something that I feel like you really have to do sober or like solo. You have to do yourself. You have to do so. Of course, you have to do it sober, but you have to do it solo and you have to do it for yourself. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna get sober for, you know, my girlfriend, or I'm going to get sober for my mom. It's like, no, you have to do it for you. I've heard tons of people who were like, oh, I want to get sober, you know, for so-and-so. But like me personally, I don't give a fuck. And it's like, yeah, those people never really actually get sober, which, I mean, to be fair, they don't want to be. They even told you so. So it's like, you can't really blame them too much for that, you know? We have another voicemail here that let's just listen in real quick.
So I have a ton of stories about stimulants. I was a meth addict for 15 years. So
15
I have 14
years.
felonies.
That's older than some of y'all. That's longer than some of y'all watching this have been alive, I guarantee it. This woman has been smoking meth for longer than some of y'all chumps have been alive. Remember that. You're listening to a real triple fucking OG geeker right now, okay? That's not no amateur shit. It's not you kids calling in, Goblin, I snorted Adderall at lunch. No, this is a real triple star certified geeker calling into the show right here.
Most of them like burglary charges or like huge drug charges.
But we're calling you back immediately, man. We're calling you back immediately. Banger. Let's go. Let's call her up. I am intrigued. You've got me. Says she's sober now. I didn't play that part, but that's great news. 15 years. That's a long time of addiction, dude. It's a long...
Hello?
Hey, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
No shit. No.
I did just listen to your voicemail.
You got to give me 2 seconds, though.
Oh, you're good. Take a minute.
All right, hang on.
Sounds like we're on hold, so I mean, fuck it, we're vibing. But yeah, while we're on hold, I mean, hey, Only Gas is awesome. Seat on the table right here. I hope you're all having a good day. I'm just trying to blow time, you know, while this lady here gets ready. 15 years, 14 felonies. That's an annual felony. I wonder if she's committing like the annual burglary to like feed the addiction for the rest of the year. Like, yeah, we just got to break into one nice house. And then we could buy meth for the rest of the fucking year. Just one good house. Out here in LA, especially, dude, all these nice houses, you can go in there and get like an art piece that's worth like $100,000 off the wall. Where I come from in the Midwest, you don't really find that. Like, there's not like art collectors in the Midwest. You come out here, dude, yeah. There's like Airbnbs that have like $20,000 paintings on the wall, and they're begging for you to take them. They're like, please take it. Airbnb will charge your card, and I'll sue you, you know? Okay. Hello? I guess we're still on hold. We'll give it another minute. You know, I didn't have any breakfast today, guys. I kind of wish I did now. My stomach's been rumbling a little bit through this shoot. Kind of wish I had some breakfast. I don't know. I don't like being on hold. It kind of feels like I called into, like, my car insurance, dude. I'm telling you right now, I hate calling this people, dude. You sit here on hold, and it's just like this. You hear something in the background, and you're like, hey, like, can I talk to that? Like, I hear someone back there. Can I talk to that person, you know? And it's like, no, you can't, dude. You have to wait 35 more minutes before they actually pick up the phone, you know? Okay. Hello?
Okay. Amy, I'm an asshole. Can you go inside for a minute so I can take this phone call? Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you? Oh, my God. My kids are huge fans. Huge fans.
I appreciate the support. Please tell them I said that. But I just played your voicemail. I heard you were a meth addict for 15 years and you have 14 felonies.
This is a fact.
I'm very intrigued by this. I want to hear about this. So what is meth addiction for 15 years like? Like, what does that look like?
Crippling.
Okay.
I mean, I literally lost everything I owned. The DHS took my kids away at one point.
Oh, shit.
My 20-year marriage is ruined. I'm getting divorced. It's crippling.
How recently did you get sober?
I've been sober for a little over 2 years.
Oh, nice. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So your videos are always playing in my kids' rooms, and I can always hear all the shit you're talking about. And I just find you to be, you're amazing. Like,
you're at least being honest with all the things that people don't want to talk about, the ugly truth of like the reality of what things really are. And
well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I think it's amazing. It's like the things you talk about, and I really think that what you're doing is, my kids know not to use drugs because because I mean, they know, when they had to watch their mom, fall apart. So,
yep.
But yeah, I'm just glad people are talking about it, So.
Yep. Needs to be more people talking about it.
Well, maybe if more people talked about it, there'd be less of it, And,
That's right.
And so, so I used to, I'd get high and we'd commit burglaries and, terrible shit. To do terrible
Was there
shit.
like a certain burglary that sticks out in your mind as like the most significant one?
The last one I ever committed.
Okay. Tell me about it.
So, I was dating this really dumb boy and, he used to like to go break into buildings, I don't know, he would like car hop, or he'd break into parking garages, that were like locked and secured because people wouldn't lock their car in there. And so one night he calls me after I get off work and he's like, "Hey, come get me. I'm da 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 da." And I was like, "Okay." So I go over there and he's like breaking into the salon, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think we should be doing this, But, I was high and, whatever. I didn't leave. I didn't stop him. And I didn't tell on it. I mean, I didn't do anything to stop him. But, so I stayed in the back room, but he went in where the register was. I mean, he stole the money out of it. And then, it's just like, which is horrible because it's like a family-owned business. It was just starting out. And like what we did was just not right at all.
Yeah, they need that money.
I know. It's horrible. And I still feel like the biggest piece of shit for that particular incident because it's like, and that was the incident where they took my son and put him in foster care for. So it's like,
oh shit,
yeah,
that's a really bad one.
Yeah. But I fought like hell. And I mean, I won in the end, I got that charge, but I got my kid back now too. So, I have amazing kids, that love me anyway. And I just are super supportive. But I mean, I know a lot of meth addicts that their kids won't talk to them or they don't have them and they didn't quit for them. I quit for myself so that I could be a better mom, but it's really hard and people don't always do it for the right reasons. And then it doesn't really stick, or they're like, don't educate themselves on what they need to do to actually like overcome their addiction, And, and I just think it's so important. There's so many alternatives, I mean, when I first got home from rehab, I microdosed mushrooms because my 16-year-old son had heard about it on one of your casts. And he was like, "Mom, I really think you should try this, Well, no, he's such a smart kid. I mean, he has like he has over a 4.0 GPA. Okay. He's super smart. And he's like, "I think you should try this. I heard about it on the Gobcast." And I'm like, okay. So I did. And I really truly believe that that helped me a lot, with cravings and all types of things, And I mean, I have a medical card, so I also have weed, which is super helpful. And, but you can get better. You can recover. It does happen. And you can do super shitty things to people and feel bad about it, but still move on, move forward and move on. Right. And
you got to keep living.
You have to keep living and you just have to keep doing the next right thing. And if you relapse, then start over. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just can start over, try again. As long as you never quit trying, that's the only thing that matters. So.
What advice would you give to someone who's watching, who's trying to get sober off meth for the first time?
Well, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. And, and you actually have to put in the work. You have to go to a good program, someplace that's going to educate you about what's really going on. I went to a place, in the state I'm from. And so I'm from Iowa, right? And so I went to this place up north in Mason City, and they did DBT, it was helpful to me. It educated me a lot, and it was good for me. It helped me a lot. I just say, the more I learn about recovery and alternative ways you can help yourself, get there, Just educate yourself. Learn everything there is to learn and understand that somebody that's on meth, you will not be okay right away. You're not going to be instantly happy. It takes like 18 months before your dopamine receptors like and your serotonin levels like come back to like a base level where you actually like are okay when you get out of bed every day. It's just it takes a long time. But if you just put the time in, put the effort in, you won't regret it. You know? You'll come back and you'll be okay. So
yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the work for surely.
It really, really, really is. It really, really is. It really is, and it's never too late. You're never too gone. It's you know, it's never too late. So that's what I'd say.
Well, I appreciate that input a lot. I think a lot of people are gonna benefit from hearing this one. You know, I think you have a pretty great story, and I really appreciate your time calling in.
Okay, can I say one more thing? Shout out to Dusty and Dalton. I love you guys. Oh my God, I can't believe you called me. I'm gonna be the coolest mom ever. Okay, thank you. I think you're amazing.
Tell them I appreciate the support. Please pass it along.
I know I will. They're gonna hear it. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna know. So
wonderful. I'm glad.
Thank you so much for calling me. You just made my whole day.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it, and congrats on your sobriety. I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, all the way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
That was a very great call. I think that was a really good way to wrap the episode up right there. Some really good advice from an OG viewer. That is, we have 2 generations of that family watching the Gobcast, okay? We have mom and the kids. And that's some important advice that she gave at the end there. Because that's, you know, for a lot of you guys that are young and doing drugs, I mean, she has 15 years of addiction under her belt. You know, a lot of you guys out there, if you don't consider getting sober, that you could potentially end up in the same situation as her, where obviously there's still hope. You know, you see that. But also, I mean, it was probably a lot harder for her to do that after 15 years than it would have been to do it after 1 year, you know? So it's a very good input there from her. And a very great episode, I think we got today. An absolute banger, if I may say so myself. I also realized while we were recording that I forgot to drop my video today. I normally dropped it 4 hours ago, and I didn't want to use my phone while I was recording. So it's time to go drop my video for today because it's a Friday. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Drop a like. Drop a sub if you haven't already. What are you doing? By now, you should have pressed the sub button, okay? Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.